Hello. In this video, we are going to walk through how to find relations between documents inside of Acumatica. So whether you are working on the AP side or on the AR side, on the inventory side, Acumatica has really robust audit trails throughout the system, and you can always figure out which documents are tied to each other. So to start today, we're going to just take a look at a purchase receipt. So I'm just going to open up our purchase receipts, and we'll just take a look at, say, this first one here. So when I do this, we see the status here is released, and we can go to our billing if we would like, and we can see that there is a bill here, which is currently balanced for this number. In addition, if we go to our details tab, and if we scroll over to the right, you'll see that there is a PO order type and PO order number associated with this purchase receipt. Now, the different screens inside of Acumatica are going to have these connections in different ways. So it's always important to look out for that blue link wherever you see it in order to find the audit trail and what took place for this. So if I go to our billing here, we can see we have this bill open for this 6045. And if I open up this bill, what you're going to see is this is currently in the balanced status. If we scroll to the right at the line level here, we can see the PO and the PO receipt numbers associated with this. If we wanted to click back into the PO, we could click the blue hyperlink, and this would take us back directly into the purchase receipt tied to this particular bill. If we take a look at our PO history tab here, this is going to show the whole process from start to the finish. As we see here, we have the receipt tied to this purchase order, as well as the bill tied to this purchase receipt. As we see here, we get to see our status, the quantity, the amount, and then some other information about this particular bill. So this audit trail is all throughout the system, and there's multiple ways to see it, just depending on which document you're looking at. On this particular bill, I'm going to go in and I'm going to hit the release button. So if we go to our bill here, I'm going to go ahead and release this. And once I release this, so the status changed to open. And once the status changes to open, we can see here under the financial tab that it gives us the batch number. So the audit trail now, we looked at the purchase order, the purchase receipt, the bill, and now we can take a look at the batch number associated with the bill. As we see in this particular journal transaction, we have our accounts payable, which is credited, and the inventory purchase amount, which is debited. These journal transactions are always going to show under the financial tab anytime you're working with a document that has been posted to the general ledger. If this bill was paid or had any sort of payment or memo tied to it, that would be under the applications tab here. You would be able to see that tie out. So this is the AP side of things. And then also on our sales side of things, if we go into our invoices, we can take a look at an invoice. So we'll just take a look at this first invoice here that's open. And as we see here, we have our invoice number, we have the shipment number, and the sales order number right here for this particular invoice. So there's always that tie from the sales order all the way through to the invoice, and then the invoice will be tied out if there were any sort of payments associated with this particular invoice. Those would show here. Now, as I mentioned on the AP side of things, on the AR side under the financial tab, we are able to see the batch number and the journal transaction for this invoice. Once it's released, it hits the general ledger, and we can see here we have the journal transaction created for the accounts receivable being debited and the sales revenue being credited. You always have this audit trail from one document to the other inside of Acumatica. I hope this video helps. Please remember, anytime you're looking for a connected document, just look for that blue hyperlink that you might see somewhere on the document. It might be under a particular tab. It might be at the line level. But once you see that blue hyperlink, it's going to show you what the document is tied to. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.